Fishing is finally here in Enshrouded, which got introduced with the Wake of Water update. It's not just a mini-game though, but a full-time adventure worth checking out, as it comes with a load of epic trophies, meals, and even treasures you can get your hands on. Without the right prep work or know-how, fishing can be a real struggle though, but in today's Ultimate Fishing Guide, I'll make it super easy for you with the rarest resource farms like fish bones and gold scarabs, 100% guarantee your catches, and even manipulate what you take out of the water with extra tips to securing the best fishing rod and so on. Tight lines guys, tight lines. Let's go fishing. I would like to take the opportunity right here to say a big thanks to Keen Games, the developers, for making today's video possible. If you haven't already, be sure to check out Enshrouded with my link in the description down below. So, to start your fishing adventures, you first want to visit Atalan the Hunter to pick up a couple quests which introduce you to it. The fishing minigame is pretty straightforward. All you need is a fishing rod, some bait, and also a water surface which is going to be large enough to house fish. Then you simply press and hold your left mouse button and cast a line with whatever bait you want to use. Wait for the fish to bite, not just splash around your bobber, and then left click to hook them. All you have to do to become a master angler is steer against the fish's swim direction. Left if it swims right, and right if it swims left. That is basically it. Okay, that was easy as we caught a common shimmer fin. Let's crank up the difficulty right now by right-clicking and checking out the epic fishing bait, which is going to increase our chances of catching a more powerful rare fish with a rod. As you can see, right now it comes with stamina bars and we want to focus on steering against its swimming direction at all times. You want to do this fast as you have your own fishing endurance or stamina during this minigame, which also slowly depletes over time. Every time we reach the end of one bar, we have to left click, and once you've depleted all the bars, voila, the fish is yours. This time we caught a rare shadowtail. A much rarer fish compared to the shimmerfin, both though not very snackable. So let's go and check out the absolute best fish you can catch and also the meals you can prepare with them. Before you can grill fish, you first want to complete the captain's quest lines. After that, this workstation will become available and you can make some delicious fish. The shadowtail, which we just caught, can be turned into grilled shadowtail, for example, with plus 50 HP and plus 20 maximum oxygen. The rarer the fish, the better the bonuses, as you can see for this yellowfin, the thornridge, and also the sharkfin. Well, these rare fish shouldn't be used for cooking, as they can actually be turned into much more valuable items, like the electric nerve, used for magic spell crafting. You can also make some fish teeth and fish bones with them, but I very much don't recommend you to do this, as there are actually much easier ways to secure these precious resources. Anyways, after you've caught some beautiful ones, you can also make a trophy board. The fish cutlets and fillets, that's where you want to save these rare fish for, as the fish fillet can be turned into a far more delicious snack. If we quickly visit the farmer and scroll down right here, this is where you can find not only the seafood grill, but also the delicious grilled fish with coconut rice. That comes with a whopping plus 100 HP, 30 stamina, 18 stamina regeneration, and a whole minute of extra maximum oxygen. You're gonna need a lot of different resources for this, which I shared in a previous guide, but also the Seared Fish Filet. So 5 epic fish. So that does take a little bit of time, especially because you can only make these with the epic fish, which are the most difficult to catch, as you're going to need a more powerful rod for this to increase your fishing endurance, and to increase the chances of hooking one, you also need specific baits. There are currently 4 different baits in the game you can make yourself. The common fishing bait, which increases the chance of catching common fish. The uncommon fishing bait, which increases the chance of, you guessed it, uncommon fish. But also the rare fishing bait and epic fishing bait. All these can be pretty tricky to craft, as they require a lot of resources, some pretty difficult to find. Fireflies, gold coins, Capybara Brisles, fish bones. We've got moths right here, also the grasshoppers, but especially scarabs and fish teeth. Also the pillbugs right here, frogs, and again fish teeth. Now you're probably thinking, oh boy, we already have to catch epic fish to make ourselves these fish teeth, or of course the fish bones. Worry not, I'm gonna share an amazing location where you can secure a lot of them in no time. Let me first show you all the different rods and what are the most powerful ones. At the beginning, you will gain access to the simple fishing rod, which comes with 1 fishing strength and 30 fish endurance, which is basically your stamina in this minigame. During the fishing quests, you will unlock the curse fishing rod, more fishing endurance, but still 1 strength. At a certain point though, you will also gain access to the improved fishing rod, which you can make at the Huntress, which comes with +2 fishing strength and 45 endurance. But then we also have the excellent and lucky fishing rod. This one has the hands down best fishing endurance, so it's going to be easiest to reel in the highest level epic fish, while it's not the best for specifically treasure hunting, which is where the lucky fishing rod really shines. I'd say this one is more than enough to also secure epic fish with a trick I'm gonna share with you guys how you can 100% secure any fish you like. So let me quickly share what its location is, as you don't have to craft it yourself, which is more in the northeastern part of the world near Lacemaker Pond. This is where you can find a Dragdoll rune, which is, well, suspicious. It's also covered with these wasps, so you want to be careful as they, well, hit like a truck. I'm gonna just carefully pull them out of the sky one by one. After you've taken them down, you want to jump on top of this wall right here and search for the X, which is right here. At the suspicious Dragdoll room, you want to just jump down, start mining, and at a certain point, you will find a treasure chest. See? There we go. Inside it, you will find the lucky fishing rod with a 50 fishing endurance and also that 2 fishing strength. So, now that you've gotten your hands on a legendary fishing rod, it's time to hunt for those epic fish, which can be done at any big water surface, while it's very much recommended to search for fish schools, which can be found all over the world of Enshrouded. One of those pretty easily found at the fish farm, where my base is currently at. The epic fishing bait is already going to increase your chances of catching the fish, while the next thing you want to do is look closely to what type of fish pops up underneath your bobber. As you can see right now, a big fish popped up, so this is 100% an epic, the lightning catfish. These boys can put up a real fight though, so let me show you a neat trick how you can basically 100% guarantee catch these creatures. I've got another one right here, an epic thornridge. So this is what you want to do. Simply cast your line with the appropriate bait, wait for the fish to bite. And what you're gonna do, wait a second, we found some treasure instantly. That's what you get with the lucky fishing rod. Sometimes you can even find level 50 gems. So I think it's a very nice one, but let's try that again. Instead of really looking at the fish's swim direction, we're gonna look to the red bar. You're gonna just either steer left or right, and you're gonna keep holding that arrow towards that direction. Keep doing this until the bar stops. As you can see, I'm reeling in this fish super fast. I just instantly switch if the bar stops filling towards the left basically, and then I automatically start steering to the other direction. Instead of really looking at the fish, you just exclusively look at the bar itself. This makes the fishing minigame so much easier. Here we go, we've got another shark fin. Voila! Let me show you another trick how you can basically manipulate the type of fish you catch. So if we just choose a random bait, let's say the frog, and we cast the line, what you should do is look at what type of fish pops up underneath your bobber. So right now we're gonna have it popping up anytime. This one seems pretty small. What you can do right now is simply just take your bobber out of the water and recast the line. See, we still have 187 frogs, so this basically cancels the minigame, doesn't get rid of your bait, and now we get a chance of catching something else. This time, with just a frog, as you can see, a thornridge popped up. Voila, we just caught a thornridge with regular frog legs. And look at that, we've got a beautiful yellowfin tuna on the hook. So with the methods, tricks provided earlier, it's gonna be easy to reel this one in. For which, again, you don't need the best fishing rod. I mean, the one which I'm currently using is, in my opinion, the best one, as it simply allows you to also catch all these fish and gives you a much higher chance of catching rare things like treasures, level 50 gems, etc. It's about to get dark, so let's quickly check out all the fishing baits, as these all require some rare ingredients from different zones in the world. I've got some amazing farm spots for these, so you can literally farm them infinitely for your fishing adventures. So simply check out the place northeast of the Low Meadows Ancient Spire, as right here you'll be able to find a ton of light dots in the fields, which are all the fireflies. You can simply run towards them and pick up one after the next. They can be found literally all over the place, and I already secured hundreds of them, so this is going to be more than enough. Next up, we have the moths, for which you want to check out the ancient spire of Revelwood. Jump off the spire and glide towards the lush pasture. Little farm which you can find on this forest plateau, let's say. We're gonna land right in the forest and bam, look at that. We already found our first moths. There are actually a ton of these, which you can find a lot easier with some lights equipped. The miner helmet and the torch, they're gonna reflect the light from a nice distance, so it's gonna be, yeah, much easier to spot them. Simply just make some circles in the forest and you should be able to locate one after the other. You can just find a truckload of them and won't need to visit this place anytime soon after one stop. So let's move on to the grasshoppers, which I think are amazing to secure near the Pillars of Creation itself. Don't search the fields in the lowlands, let's say, just stay high up in the mountains. As right here, these flat surfaces seem to have a lot of grasshopper spawns. They're just everywhere. See, we've got 5 grasshoppers. You just want to keep your eyes open for those jumpy little fellas. We've got another group right here, another group right here, and another group right here. Wow, that's absurd. They just keep popping up. We've got one right next to this kitty as well. Another one, even some moths at this location, so I think it's a perfect farm for both resources. 150 grasshoppers. Let's check out the Scarabs. These can be found in the Kindle Waste area, and I saw many people talk about like one spot close to this specific spire, but I found a much better space where you can find at least 10 spawns right next to each other, which is actually pretty close to the Turnian mine. Northeast of it, you can find this pretty big area underneath this massive stone arc, let's say. Also a path leading straight to it. If we just jump down right here, this is already our first Scarab. Check it out, that's already 10 times the creature. Again, equip your light as it's gonna make it so much easier to spot them. See, we found 2 more groups right here. I'm gonna just quickly check out the sides of the cliffs as well. We've got another group right here and another group, and they just keep popping up right here. It's absurd. I think we've got our hands on every single group right now, but check it out. I'm not sure how many we had before, but now almost 200 Scarabs. So you can tell that this is probably one of, if not the best farm spot to get your hands on this resource. Wow, so many of them. Before we go and check out the Pillbugs in the Albany Summits, I first want to show you guys frogs, as they're actually much easier to spot during the night or when it's morning. They also seem to pop up during this time of day, so let's travel to one of my absolute favorite farm spots for them, which is right here. We just heard the morning cry, but that's not gonna hinder us from getting our hands on this beautiful resource, which can be found northwest of the ancient spire Blackmire, southwest of the Little Lagoon basically, at this secret farm spot where you can actually find a ton of passion flowers. Shared this in a previous guide, but also frogs. Especially during the morning and night, it's going to be easier to see them as they basically reflect some lights as well. Wow, that crit right there was brutal. If interested, my endgame melee berserker build can be found in the top right of the screen, which yeah, hits like a truck, super satisfying and fun to play. Anyways, here we go. We found our first frogs, as you can see, and another one. Wow, that's actually pretty lucky. So we're currently standing at this exact location. I found 3 of those groups very close to each other. And look at that, we've just spotted 2 more packs of frogs. If you take your time with this, simply stop every now and then and look around, it's gonna be much easier to spot them, as they seem to glow a little bit. We currently already have 188, so let's move to our final creature, the Pillbugs. which can be found in the Albanese summits. So what you should do is check out, I think, mountaintops. That would be the easiest way or place to get your hands on them. As you can see, we're currently standing in the snow. So yeah, just keep an eye out for those crawling little creatures. We've got one pack right here. We've got another pack right here, pretty close to the dragon spawn, as you can see. And if we just make our way down into the mountains, you'll be able to find plenty more. And since I absolutely love legendary gear hunting, I found a pretty broken location, which is actually very close to all these legendary chests. Near the Cromwell throne room and Cromwell town in general, I decided to place this altar right here, a checkpoint so I can easily reach the town. If I turn around though, this place is, well, very close to the border where we have the ends of the early access area. But if we walk through this, look at that, we can pick up some Pillbugs right here. We've got another pack right here. But the playable area itself is just filled with Pillbugs. Because it's a flat surface, it makes up for much more spawns compared to a non-flat area, let's say. Sometimes you have to just walk a little bit outside of the playable area to pick up some extras, but in general you can literally find hundreds of Pillbugs in this short space. We're gonna just keep running through the snow. Look at that, we've got another pack right here. Another one right in front of us. Another one. Oh boy, look at this. Another one. There we have another one. And another one. And another one. Yeah, man, there's just too many to pick up. So let's move on to an amazing farm for Capybara Bristles, gold coins, and especially the fish teeth and bones. You're gonna love these spots. These can be found pretty close to Capybara Oasis. Right here you have Capybara Hunting Dragdoll Camp. This is actually a spot where you can find a lot of the unfortunately poached dead capybara, but if you loot them, every 1 hour-ish they respawn and they drop a truckload of this resource, so super easy to get a ton of them in no time. For the gold coins, I absolutely love this Dragdoll temple found southeast of Lake Heartblood, where you also have the ancient spire of Veilwater Basin. I also decided to place a flame shrine right here, as it's simply the best spot to farm for gold. All we have to do is take out our pickaxe and start mining right here. It's a beautiful spot, it's filled with these coins. And as a little bonus, right here you can also pick up one of the rare blocks for building, which I made a full guide for yesterday. There is also a basement with even more gold coins, so you can really get your hands on all the gold you will ever need. And if even that isn't enough, you can simply relaunch your server or restart the game if you're playing solo. Check it out once again and voila, all the gold will simply respawn and you can go for another run. What's even better though at this spot is that it actually filled with vases, the Dragdoll vases, which you can smash, and inside it you will find a lot of treasure. Unfortunately, I just recently visited this place, so we're gonna have to wait for like an hour for those to respawn. So let's quickly check out another Dragdoll temple and show you exactly what I mean. So in and around all these temples you can find these vases, which come with a lot of treasure. If you break them, of course, inside you will have a chance of finding some valuables like obsidian, also twigs, but with a little chance, there we go, we also find fish bones inside. Not just the fish bones, but also gold ore, sometimes even gold bars, the blue fabric, and also fish teeth. Check it out. So you simply want to break all these vases as much as you can, because inside, again, we find some fish bones. And again, oh man, you can just really... Ooh, that was brutal. But hey, you get the point. Check out the Dragdoll temples and search for those precious vases, as there is much more treasure inside than you think. Just break every single one of them and voila, we've got some more fish teeth right here. So you know what to do. Check out the drag temples from time to time, break all the vases, as a lot of treasure can be found inside. Not only the fish bone and teeth, but also fabric, gold bars, etc. So there you have it, everything you need to know about fishing. Leave a like if you found this video helpful. You have no idea how it helps out the channel. And of course, if you have more questions or video suggestions, leave them in the comments. I'm always happy to help. Right now though, it's 4 AM out. I want to wish you a lot of fun on your fishing trips. I'll check you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace.